Today we're checking out the Fender Limited Edition 65 Deluxe Reverb in Slate Grey. This is loaded with a Celestion Redback speaker. Let's see how it sounds. Welcome back, folks. My name's Shane. Today we're checking out the Fender Deluxe Reverb Reissue in Slate Grey with a custom speaker. Let's take a look. Here's the amplifier up close. Now, one of the first things that you'll notice about this is the fact that it looks awesome. It's got the black grill cloth, it's got the Slate Grey Tolex. So visually it is different, but internally it's basically the same, minus the speaker. So we get two channels, the normal channel, which is dead dry, and then we get the vibrato channel, which also shares the reverb as well as the vibrato or tremolo system over here. Here's the back of the amplifier up close. As you can see, we've got a Celestion Redback speaker. The actual model number of this is the G12H. Now these are high headroom 150 watt speakers. This is only a 22 watt amp with a 150 watt efficient speaker. You're getting more volume and a cleaner, louder sound before it starts to break up. So overall, this is a really great match for this amplifier. Thumbs up, Fender. There's only one small trade-off when it comes to having such a great speaker in this amplifier. It's actually quite a lot heavier than the regular one. It's nowhere near as heavy as my Blues Deluxe, but it definitely weighs more. Included with the amplifier, we get a foot switch that will allow you to turn the reverb and tremolo on and off at the click of a button, and we also get an included cover. It's great that Fender have included one of these with these amps. It's just a really great way to make sure it's not going to get damaged. Now, in this video, you're going to hear this mic'd up with a Sennheiser E906, which is over here, and my trusty Shure SM57. No IRs, nothing like that, no post-processing, just an amplifier, some mics, and some loud tones. Here we go. Firstly, a massive thanks to Sky Music here in Melbourne, Australia for letting me borrow this amplifier. It just came out at the time of filming, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Links to their website will be down in the description below. And if you live overseas, I'll leave some links to Thomann and Sweetwater down there as well. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick it off with this Vola Strat. We're gonna start with some single coil neck pickups. And I've got the volume of the amplifier set to 4.5, the bass and treble both on 5, and the reverb set to 2.5. Here we go, this is neck pickup. Now I always get asked to play more big chords, so there's some big chords. Let's try that on neck and middle pickup as well. We'll do the same type of thing. Beautiful. Let's turn up the volume of the amplifier. Push it to about 6.5. So this should start to clip just inherently because it's up so loud. Let's give it a go. Neck pickup. This feels so good to play. Notice when I got on the bridge pickup, because of the increased volume just of that pickup, it's enough to drive the amp even more. That is super cool, and it feels nice. And around behind me, just in terms of its overall tone and output, it has that big full sound. What a beautiful tone. All right, now with the amplifier up at 10, so this is full blast on the Vibrato channel, and yes, I don't know if you can see, but I'm wearing earplugs. I have been the entire time. So we're gonna start on the bridge pickup with my volume control down. I'll play the same thing a few times until we get it to kind of just sing. So here we go. So if you can get the amplifier all the way up, you can definitely get some sing and lead tones out of it, but I much prefer these amplifiers with the pedal pushing it at about 5.5 on the volume. I'm actually going to turn the bass down just a little bit now, bring the treble up to about 6, and I'm going to click on my favorite, or one of my favorite overdrives. This is the Carrera Overdrive from Buffalo Effects. I used this in the intro track with the Royal Flush, but you'll just hear it on its own. So this is with the pedal currently off. And now with the Buffalo Effects Carrera Overdrive, here we go. It's a bit like a tube screamer. Over to my Gibson Les Paul Special loaded with two P90 pickups. We're going to start on bridge pickup and we'll stack two overdrives, which is what I did in the intro track with the PRS. So let's give this a shot. This is with the Buffalo Effects Carrera Overdrive on first, and then I'm going to turn on the Royal Flush and maybe some delay as well. Here we go. Bridge pickup. It's loud with my earplugs in. Holy crap. What you're about to hear is the built-in vibrato effect on the amplifier. I've got it set where you can see on screen, and this is a sample from the intro track. And now over to the normal channel of the amplifier. I've swapped over to the PRS SC. I have the volume of that channel up at 8. Now this doesn't share the reverb or vibrato, so it's just bone dry. Here we go. This is with the volume control just up from off on neck pickup. Here we go. Now, some people might like a really bone dead dry sound like that, but I don't. I really like having some vibrato. But what I'm gonna do now is just turn this down to about 6.5 and click on the Carrera Overdrive and just a little bit of delay in case you wanna use your pedals on that side of the amp. Here we go, let's give this a shot. Man, thanks for watching, guys. This is Shane. So what do I think of this amplifier overall? I think it's probably the best off-the-shelf Deluxe Reverb I've ever played. I've owned two. I've owned a 65 Deluxe Reissue, which was awesome, and a 68 Custom Deluxe, which was good, but not as good as the 65 in my opinion. This has more clean headroom, more body, and just more oomph. And it's basically coming down to that speaker that they've put in there. So if you've got one of the black amplifiers, you could get essentially the same thing by just replacing the speaker. But if you're looking for a really great experience straight off the shelf, this one feels amazing to play, no questions about it. I always like finding amplifiers that are a little bit different, or I buy something that's a straight off the shelf amp and I'll generally replace the speaker to get more headroom, to get more oomph, and to make the amplifier sound a little bit better. This, straight off the shelf, has that speaker mod, so in my opinion, minus the cool aesthetics of it, it's just a really great sounding amplifier. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. If you want to find out about this, you live in Australia, links to Sky Music will be down there. And if you live overseas, I'll leave some links to Toman and Sweetwater also in the description below. They help support the channel at no extra cost to you. So overall, this thing is an absolute beast. I don't see any downside of this unless you're doing really, really loud gigs where you want just way more headroom. But in terms of a pedal platform, it gets the thumbs up. In terms of just great tone on clean, it gets the thumbs up as well. I actually like the normal channel, which is something I would never usually use on these amps, but I think it sounded pretty great, especially when I threw some delay on it. But let me know your thoughts. Thanks again for watching. Catch you soon. See ya.